Hey and hello there everyone! Welcome back to the Strike Streams, or the Post-Strike Streams, Saturday edition. No, this isn't the last one we're going to be doing in August. We've still got next weekend, don't we? So hi everyone, welcome. I hope you've had a good week. It's lovely to see you all. Let's say hi to some people and then we will get into things, I guess. So Amelia, hi. Kieran, hi. Onlara, hi. Or Heidi, ho. Xander, hi. Small Shiny Guy, hi. And Lily, hi. Lovely. Oh, hang on. Guys, someone is doing an Eternatus on my friends list. Hang on. Okay. Hang on. I need to see... Guys, do you mind if I did an Eternatus on stream, but you can't see it? Would you object to that? Because... Oh, crud, I forgot to change my metagrosses. Oh, never mind. But how are we all doing? Lovely to see you. Samira, hi. Welcome. And yes, has everyone claimed their shiny Chen Pao? That is also a question that is important. Yeah, let me run through the talk topics whilst I don't play the game. Sorry, I'm in a 100 Eternatus lobby. I forgot to change my Metagrosses to Psychic type is the only thing. But oh well, hopefully this still works out. Maybe one of my Metagrosses has Psychic? I forgot to change them. Never mind. Okay. Let's see how this goes, shall we, guys? Wish me luck. I'm sorry that you can't see any of this. Right. Oh, no. Wait. Dodge Metagross. Dodge it. Okay. But anyway, oh, whoa, we're really doing damage to this thing. Woo! Okay. Anyway, Bach. So yeah, what did you guys get up to this week? There were lots of. I'm just trying to think. What big stuff we had? Oh, Mega Victory Bell. How did everyone like Mega Victory Bell? That was this week, right? How did all that go? Kurdish. Oh, there we go. Sorry, it took a while for my Max Quake to kick in. But yeah, don't forget your shiny Chen Pals. Was there like some other gift or I don't know, I guess just like the Ting Loos, like has everyone been getting on with their Ting Lu fights all okay? Oh whoa, we beat the Eternatus. I always get it the wrong way around. Woo! Sorry, this is a very boring bit of the stream. But there we go. Right, Eternatus Candy, Stardust. There's a Stardust. Okay. And then there's no actual Eternatus to catch. But lovely. Fantastic. Okay, that was worth getting a remote raid pass for. I only had enough coins for like one remote pass, but that was worth it. So I'll take it. I will take it. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Amelia, yes, I do. I do. But let's see, hang on, what is everyone else saying? You like him and his goofiness? It kind of grows on me. It's one of those things where I sort of saw like a post about this or something. I can't, or someone said about it. But it's basically just one of those things where there are like so many people who are like, oh, Mega Evolution's the best, Mega Evolution, they need to bring back Mega Evolution, Megas are amazing, all this stuff. Whilst they simultaneously forget that like a lot of Mega Evolution Pokemon are just kind of like a bit rubbish, or they don't really look that good, or whatever. Like, you know, like a lot of them people don't really actually care for all that much. And so, or like they aren't really that vastly different or anything. And so it's just one of those things where it's kind of like, well, this is what you've been like clamoring for, you know, like so sorry guys, I am still playing my Pokemon Go for a sec. Can I just like get a couple of like rewards that I've got, and then we will get into the game, okay? I promise. I've just got things where it's like, oh, there's a Pokemon appearing and stuff like that. We can actually get... Oh, hang on, I didn't even mute my laptop. We will actually, like, get into the game. Maybe we can decide on teams and stuff whilst we do all this. So hang on. Hang on, I'm messing up everything. But yes. Okay. Amelia, it depends on the bead you've got. Okay, anyway, Bark. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop. You got your Snorlax in Pokemon Go after him always running away. Yay! Okay, well, that's good. But anyway, Bark. So, chat, my lovely chat. Right. So, chat. Maybe we can like get the whole team stuff going whilst I wrap up this Pokemon Go stuff. I think actually, I've changed a thing that's a bit different. I don't think I need to. Oh, shiny Pika and Go. Let's go. Okay. So my current ticket. Yes. Okay. So my current tickets are for Thunderous, Kartana, and Stack Attacker, okay? So those are the first 3 raids we're going to be doing. But do we have enough people here, like, and able to actually play and all that kind of stuff, who can do Thunderous, Kartana, and or Stack Attacker? What you're going to do is you're going to say, Strike, I can do Thunderous, Kartana, and or Stack Attacker, okay? I have changed the template, the bog standard template, because when I do the bog standard template, I'm always talking about the initial 3 Pokemon and not, like, anything else, so yeah, it just kind of makes sense. Right, okay. So could you guys let me know about Thunderous, Kartana, or Stack Attacker? Ready, set, boo! And then we'll get on with the show. Right. Charmander. Oh, and it sucked. It's a Charmander that sucked. Right. Oh, a Pidove. Is it a shiny Pidove? No, it's just a Pidove. There we go. Let's see what we've got. Okay, Onlara can do Kartana and Thunderous. Xander can do anything. Amelia can do all 3. Okay, so we could definitely aim for... Oh, hang on, wait, we haven't heard from Kieran. There's Kieran. Okay, so we could definitely do... like, say, we could definitely open with, like, one of the Onlara ones, for sure. And then depending on who's around, maybe we'll kind of then mix it up, or maybe then Onlara gets to go twice, because that sounds nice, or whatever. Let me just check my... Hang on a sec. Right, hang on. I just need to see what's my other, like, do I have, like, any other rewards or anything? I can check all this later. How do you actually get an Eternatus, though? You don't have to, like, pay for it, do you? Anyway, Bark. Okay. But yeah, sorry, we'll just quickly check. Okay, that seems to be, like, everyone and everything for new. But yeah. Okay. It's in the past, which doesn't seem that easy to get through. Is it only in the past? Okay. Right, hang on a sec. Let me just check one thing. Hang on, I'm just checking one thing in the Pogo. It's in so it is available in the, but it's at like level 60 is what you're saying. Okay, I see. Yeah, I'm at like level 40, and then I need to like do enough stuff to get to level 60. I am going out a bit later, so maybe I'll get one. But okay, that's annoying. They should just make it available for everyone, like, you know, like they do with every Pokemon, like Kubfu and Cosmog and stuff like that. That's a bit disappointing. Okay, right, chat, my lovely chat. let's get going with the spreadsheet. Hopefully Kramen is secretly here and has been secretly filling this out. No. Okay, so hang on. This will just take a second. I do apologize. But hang on. So we got Amelia, Xander, Kieran, and on Lara. Where is Kieran? There we go. Okay. Why don't we have that like trio of on Lara, Xander, Amelia to begin with? For like the Kartana? Yeah, why don't we do like Kartana first and then we'll figure out the rest afterwards. Okay. Right. So, chat, my lovely chat. Team 1, because they were the first 3 to reply. Normally we don't do a first people to reply system works, but that's what they go for. Okay. Right. But yeah, it's sort of just it's just sort of one of those things where that seems to be like really favoring, say, the people who have like bought passes, who, I don't know, get more rewards or points or unlimited this or that or whatever. Like it seems a bit egregious. Again, given we've had things like a free Kubfu and, you know, free Cosmog, and Eternatus really felt like it should have been one of them. Or even just like Mew and Celebi and whatever else, I don't know. But anyway, okay, here we go. We're going to talk to the nice scientist lady. We're going to say that we want to do a Dynamax adventure. We're going to say Kartana. You guys are going to say anything goes, because we are a little bit late. That's the thing. They'll bring it back for shinies. And then they have to make sure that you get them. Then they have to make them attainable. So, okay, let's go 0823 and then 1123. Well, how about that? So like 823, 1123. Lulu, hello, welcome. So this is on Lara, Xander, and Amelia, if that all sounds good. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do for Thunderous and Stack Attacker in like 20 minutes or whatever. Okay? Right, I'm going to have a sip of water. We have what has been going on with my week. We've just been really dealing with the flea problem that our cats had. It basically just sort of seems to be like worse than we'd initially anticipated. But we're really like sort of getting on top of. We've really been like this week is the one where like we've really been getting on top of it, and like the tides are turning in our favor. So, okay. So here we go. You guys know the drill. Special attacking fire types are great, and watch out for Leaf Blade. Fighting is okay as well, but again, special over physical, fire over fighting, and watch out for Leaf Blade. Don't pick the Gastrodons, Whiscashes, Swamperts, and Quagsires. Okay. I'm going to go Colossal, because it's fire. Speaking of Colossal, it's a rock type, and rock types were the subject of Wolfie's video this morning. He did a video on the best rock types. And it was a good video, and it was interesting learning about what rock types have been good in competitive, although a bunch of them I already knew were good in competitive. But, oh, Alcremie has fire. Oh, that's good. Okay, so Alcremie's an amazing support Pokemon with Decorate, so let's keep that in mind. Mr. Mime is a good support as well with Helping Hand. More like a helping plan. So yeah, okay. Let's see what we got, though. Are there any fire... was that Ordino? Ordino does have Flamethrower. I will just throw that out there. Is that Indeedee? Doesn't Indeedee have Mystical Fire as well? Could we actually, in theory, in game theory, have some kind of entirely fire type or fire using team? Okay, I went for Comfey because it's easier than Grimmsnarl, but we went with Grimmsnarl because I guess Grimmsnarl is cooler, so I'll allow it. Okay, oh, on Lara, you're up to 10. Well done for keeping on going. I know it's easier said than done. I know it's very easy for me to say, I think you should keep going, but mathematically, you are going to be due it soon, and the odds of, I don't know, kind of going on, like, a whole lot further are just insanely... to the point where it's almost, like, impossible. Yeah, Indeedee has Mystical Fire, and Ordino has Flamethrower, so if we go for both of them, that could be really good, and then we'd have all fire moves. Okay, but no, well done for keeping going at 10.7k. Maybe I'll grab my phone and we'll do some maths on that in a bit. But okay. Not looking forward to hitting the 3 times odd point, though. Shall we do some maths for that? Right, Power Swap. Power Swap. I thought it said Power Snap at the minute. I was like, what's a Power Snap? And it's like, oh, Power Swap. Oh, sorry, I could have set up the Sun for Exeggutor, but Volcalith is such a good move, though, that I didn't want to not use it. Yeah, we'll figure out some 3 times odds. Okay, Volcalith, right, Volcalith, Okay, Helping Hand. Oh, okay. We're Helping Handing El Creamy. To quote Jamie Lawson, I wasn't expecting that. I was kind of just expecting Colossal to get any Helping Hands. Mr. Mime, Exeggutor, no. Mr. Mime's fine. It's Exeggutor who's dying, no. Right, Dazzling Gleam, more like a Dazzling Gleam. Then again, I suppose Dazzling Gleam is just super effective, isn't it? Right, here's the Volcalith. Volcalith. Kadoosh. Well done, everyone. Sky, hello. Welcome, good to see you. If anyone has not yet clicked like on the stream, now would be an amazing time to do so. And you got to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. How many catchphrases am I going to run through? Anyway, Bark. You think you beat Pokemon Shield? Ooh, nice. Congrats. How did you find it, Lulu? And what kind of Pokemon did you have on your team? But yes, okay. So we don't, unless we want to do any like temp switches. Like Exeggutor isn't like that great, whereas like Grimmsnarl is all right. So Grimmsnarl could be a good temp switch for Exeggutor, just because Exeggutor's not really that good. Whereas, like, Grimmsnarl is good against both Indeedee and... Well, it's okay against... Ordino it's got Power-Up Punch for, and then... But it's good against, Indeedee. Oh, wait, yeah. And then Indeedee. So, yes, Indeedee. So, yeah, I think this all looks good. You already liked Days Before. That is true devotion there. Thank you, Small Shiny Guy. But, okay, here we go. Hang on, how much percentage... I'm just, like, charging my phone up so that... I have charge for when I'm like going out after this to do some pogo stuff, and I just want to make sure my phone is like in healthy condition. But yeah, no. I said about the fleas. So one thing is, last week I'd been saying that like I feel like wearing socks had been helping me. And so I was like, I think wearing socks helps because it means I don't, like, scratch my feet as badly and then I don't, like, pick at the scabs as much and stuff like that. But, basically, I went out on a couple of walks this week where, like, my feet would itch, like, during the walk. And I was like, was that just, like, the rubbing of, like, say, socks and shoes on my feet or on my ankles? But even on bits where, like, my shoes weren't really touching, I was like, what the heck? And basically, like, fleas had, like, gotten in my socks. And this happened, like, twice. So now I'm not wearing socks, because I think fleas like living in socks. I'm convinced of it. Right, here we go. Okay, Max Mindstorm. As long as no one has Sucker Punch, then we should be good. But yeah, it wasn't fun. Basically, it was like the Obi-Wan. It was like, you are meant to protect me from the fleas, not let them in, you know, kind of thing. Or it's like, you're supposed to protect me from the fleas, not join them. So yeah. Right, ooh, decorate. Who are we decorating? Ooh, it's me. I would have gone with Mr. Mime just because Mr. Mime is our Dynamaxer, but nevertheless, this should be pretty nifty though. Okay, so Flamethrower, more like a lamethrower. But yeah, but we are getting on top of it. We're sort of getting like further on top of it now. Basically, we'd given them like a flea treatment a few like weeks ago, but like that just hasn't really done anything. And I don't know, it's a bit more of like a passive type thing. So like this week we've gone on like the more aggressive front foot approach, giving them treatments to like just kind of like instantly wipe them all off, and we like bathed them, and we might bathe them. I think we're gonna get some like special shampoo and maybe bathe them again or something, and like we're gonna like trim the fur on some of them. We're getting there. We're getting there. We were fine. It's all good. So why don't we get rid of who's the non-Grimmsnarl, non-Isle Creamy, non-Colossal Pokemon? I can't even remember who's on our team anymore. Oh, Sky, you're doing great. You're gonna see K-pop Demon Hunters in theaters with friends, and the Silk Song release date was revealed. It was, wasn't it? That all seems very quick. Like, I don't know, just like nothing. Here's a demo. Here's the game release. Like, oh, Mr. Mime, that's who it was. The one who was big. The one who was bigger than all the others. That's the Pokemon I forgot. Okay. So, yes, but we did lots of bathing and lots of stuff. And we took one of the cats to the vets as well to just, like, get her sorted. And so we're getting on top of it all, but it's just kind of like a, you know, it's like a very exhausting process is the thing. So, okay, here we go. Xander, I do actually have a question for you, and specifically you. It's something I realized that I don't think I've really asked this, even though I should have asked it a while ago. Hang on, just catch up on chat. Okay. I'm just gonna flamethrower again, more like a flamethrower. But no, Xander, my question for you that I haven't really asked, and maybe this would have been better to ask when with Kevin here, so he could have joined in and stuff. But Kevin's like not really here this weekend either, unfortunately. But Xander, my question for you is, how was Xenoblade Chronicles X? Because I didn't really talk to you much about it at the time, because you'd never played it, so I didn't really want to spoil anything too much. But sort of you had other games that you were playing, and basically myself and Kevin kind of got sort of further ahead than you faster. So we didn't sort of talk about anything too specific, and not that we'll talk about anything too specific either. Just because of spoilers and stuff, and we don't want to ruin things for other people who want to play the game. But we never actually really talked about how you found the game. But and I sort of realized that. I was like, oh yeah, never really ended up, I sort of wanted to give you time, but then loads of time has gone by. So yeah. Okay. I actually realized this week, I'm really annoyed. In Pokemon Go, I am currently very much in a legendary shiny drought. I realized this. Do you guys remember when in Pokemon Go, I got Blacephalon, and then a week later, I got Blacephalon in these streams? So Blacephalon was the one that took forever. I didn't get it for a really... Oh, wait, Max Knuckle. No, wait, hang on. It's super effective. Oh, gosh. We want the Max Snooze. We don't even have physical attackers. Oh, gosh. Hang on. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. But anyway, but yeah, no, but you liked it. Also been thinking of replaying the other games on Switch too. Oh, that's interesting. 4 fire attackers is such overkill for Kartana. I'll be amazed if we get to attack. On Lara, I totally agree, and I did think that as well. But basically, I like the idea of us having 4 fire attackers because I want to see, like how many moves we get through to beat it. Like chat. What is your prediction? Okay, we have 4 fire type attacking Pokemon, or we're going to once we do our switches. Like Grimmsnarl is switched, so Grimmsnarl switch, Grimmsnarl switch. How many moves do you think we will use on this? On this Kartana? If we've got 4 fire type attacks, how many moves do you think we'll get through? Grimmsnarl switch, Grimmsnarl switch, Grimmsnarl switch, Grimmsnarl switch, Grimmsnarl switch, Grimmsnarl switch. It's time for Grimmsnarl to do a switch. Grimmsnarl switch, Grimmsnarl switch, Grimmsnarl switch. Da 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 Grimmsnarl switch. Da 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 da. Kieran says 2. That Onlara says 2. Small Shiny Guy says yeah. Okay, that was a bit of a boring question, wasn't it? Because I thought 2 as well, and we all seem to think 2. Okay. So right, Kartana. But yeah, let's see if it's 2. Let's see if it's 2. Let's see if it's more. Please Dynamax if you can, which I believe is El Creamy. And let's do this thing. Okay. We have a lot of non-fire, non-stab fire, which is the interesting thing. So, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. Shiny Applin number 2, let's go for Small Shiny Guy. Very cool, very cool. Shiny Applin's a good one. The Shiny Applin family is a good shiny family. All of them. Okay, right, Air Cutter, more like a hair cutter. Right, here's the Mystical Fire. So that's 1 fire move. Okay, so it's going to be 2. Okay. Oh, here's the Max Flare. Oh, whoa, oh, Creamy's really fast. 2 fire moves. Blaze Knight. Hello, welcome, welcome. Okay. Okay, well done. Well done, Team 1. That was fun. So, we want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. Let's do this thing. But yeah, so guys, remember my Blacephalon, like how I got Blacephalon in Pokemon Go, and then like a week later, I got it on stream? That Blacephalon was my last shiny legendary Pokemon that I got, at least from like a raid. I don't know about like Dynamax, for example, but if we just say raids, where you use like raid passes, right? That was my last like legendary raid shiny in Pokemon Go. And I do like raid hour pretty much every Wednesday, so it's like basically, you know, and granted there are a lot of weeks where I only do like the 2 raids kind of thing, like I'll use my orange passes but no green passes, but there are Pokemon where I have used green passes. You know, so I went really hard for the Terrakion and the Virizion. You know, so it's like basically I've been doing like at least 2 legendary raids every week since April, and I've not had a single shiny. Isn't that wild? Isn't that a drought? Isn't that a drought? Yes, Lily, we can see you. Don't worry, you're good. Right, okay. Any shinies for anyone? Latias has always... Yeah, they've always been able to learn Surf. It's pretty nifty. Like Surf, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt. It's basically not Flamethrower, I think is the gist. But yeah, any sort of water, electric, ice they're good with. Right, Grimmsnarl is a no. Ordered, no. Indeedee is also a no. But can we get, will we get, please let us get, the Silver Thinged Kartana? No. But yeah, since Gen 3, basically. Yeah, since its very existence. So, right, Grimmsnarl, no. Okay. So... Okay. Wait, why do you have a crown? Because you are the top commenter ever. Except for Xander. But you're in 2nd place, Blaze Knight. I guess because you haven't... I don't know. But okay. Okay. Anyway, Buck. So. Yeah, Kieran, you didn't even exist when Gen 3 first came out, did it? That's A weird concept. Okay. So, Grimmsnarl is... oh, hang on. So, let's just check nature's quirky. Lax. There's a Lax! There's the Lax! There's always a Lax! Or a gentle. And then sassy. And then naive. Ooh. I'm going to go with the quirky Grimmsnarl. Why not? It's Gigantamax. Its nature is neutral. It's got physical and special moves. That's all good to me. I do remember your shiny Tyrantrum. That's a very good one. Okay, so Grimmsnarl has been sent to a box. He's been sent to a cardboard box. Okay, so we saved the progress. Welcome back. Would you like us to keep a regular Kartana? I'm going to say yes. Okay, so... yeah, don't think about it too much on Lara. Don't think about it. Stop thinking about it. Stop thinking about it. Okay. Chat, my lovely chat. We have Thunderous and Stakataka. Hopefully I've spelled these correctly. Could you please let me know whether you can do Thunderous and or Stakataka, please? Strike the number of times you played today. Strike 0, strike 1. And then say, I can do, let me know if you can do Thunderous or Stakataka. We've had a few people who've joined us who may be able to play instead, so I just want to make sure I don't give everyone who just played another turn if we have a load of people who can also play. So let's do this. Okay. So ready, set, bow, all that stuff. Yeah, Kieran's definitely playing this time. I'm leaning more towards, like, say, Kieran on Lara Xander for a Thunderous. But we'll see. But I'm gonna give... that's gonna be... Hang on, let me get the... let me get the old spreadsheet arena. Yeah. Okay, right, no one else is chiming in. So yeah, I'm gonna say Xander on Lara Kieran for this one, if that's okay. I'm just going to do that as well. Put my phone in airplane mode so it saves some battery. But yes. So, Xander, on Lara, Kieran, please come on down and talk to the nice lady. And then we will say, Thunderous, anything goes, if you're you. And then on the Thunderous screen, we'll go 0823 and then like 1133. How about that? So 0823, 1133. Very similar to the last code. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Chat. But yeah, Xander, for Xenoblade, do you kind of like have a definitive way of ranking them, or do you... I find it so hard to rank them, to be honest. Because I think they all have like different qualities, and so that makes it hard. Just for Thunderous, you guys know Ice and Rock are really, really good. They're like the only two super effective things, because Thunderous is an awkward fellow, which means we may need to do things more defensively, so we will... also possibly have to do things like use Lightning Rod Pokemon, Manectric and Cantonium Raichu. Ground-type Pokemon are brilliant. Volt Absorb ability, Jolteon and Lantern are nifty as well. And then the electric-resistant trio of Dragon, Grass, and... other electric types can be good as well. Watch out for Sludge Wave, watch out for Rain Dance and Weather Ball, watch out for Rain Dance and Thunder, and here we go. And then if we change the weather, watch out for that Weather Ball as well. Earlier in Violet, you found Shiny Tropius and Gagoat. Oh, that's really good, Amelia. They're also quite similar in terms of like their color schemes and their shiny color schemes, so that's kind of funny. Lickitung, you suck, so I'm going to go for Grovyle. Druddigon's pretty nifty. And Boltund is electric. So Boltund does have Helping Hand. So I'll give it that. Because Druddigon doesn't have a whole lot offensively to deal with Thunderous. So I'd say Boltund's a bit better for the Helping Hand. But then Druddigon is kind of the only one that has a resistance left over. So I'd say Druddigon is probably the good final one. You have all 24 shiny starters in Violet. That's really cool. Congrats. I do have all the shiny starters, but just not actually, like, natively from Violet. I basically got the Galar starters from... And I think like a couple of the Alolan ones. And that was about it. Right, okay. Okay, we've got 2 electrics. Okay, what else? More electric. Oh, but Toxtricity can poison us, so maybe we don't want that. Yeah, maybe we do... Okay. I went for Togedemaru because I really am useless against Galvantula, and because there was like an easy water type on the right path as well. I was just thinking the right path would be like the easy path. Whereas like Galvantula and... Because I think it was like a Pyukumuku, right? So because we have like electric types, Pyukumuku would have been quite easy. Like that was kind of my logic there. But I didn't get to vocalize all that because I was too slow on the uptake. So, yeah. So I just kind of tried to go for, like, the easier electric. Oh, boy. Is it worth me Yeah, no. It is still worth me Dynamaxing here, but... I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the supporting role. I'm going to max Knuckle, because this will help out Boltun's Crunch and Drudigan's, like, Lash Out, or whatever it's going to use. Helping Hand Drudigan, maybe? Or you can crunch it. Maybe you could Helping Hand Drudigan this turn, but then crunch all the others. I think you actually may want to attack with Crunch, because you do have that strong Jaw ability, so don't forget that your Crunch is actually, like, kind of powerful here. No, I don't want to open up Pokemon Go. I was just trying to check. I had an email. I just want to make sure it's nothing important. It's not. That I can get rid of. Oh, that I need to leave up. And then, yeah, and then we'll get the old spreadsheet Reno back, and then we'll do this. Okay, right, Boltun's Helping Handing on the Drudigan. Let's see how much this does. Oh, the search filters on, like, iOS were gone? That's weird. That's very weird. Okay. Right, here's a Max Knuckle. Like a Max Shuckle. Yeah, so that's gonna do nothing. Like, nothing! Cyndaquil looks really hard to do shiny hunting for in Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, so if you were Boltund, I would crunch it now because I've boosted your stats a bit. I would let the Max Knuckle kind of do the work now. Yeah, there you go. I do think a Helping Hand on the first go was a good shout, just because, but yeah. Grovyle, no! But this is why I just went for the Pokemon Go stuff. I don't have hang-ups about... Maybe someday I will try and shiny hunt everything, like, natively on console. But for right here, right now, I don't care. Like, I've got things like event distributions and things that I count. It's just, like, eh. I'm gonna go with the Max Overgrowth now, just because, like, I think we've got this. I think we've got this now. This is why I'm showing up for Cyndaquil and Arceus. Yes, exactly. Actually, I believe I got Cyndaquil. I might have got a Cyndaquil or two from Arceus myself. I can't remember if I just straight up got Typhlosion shiny. I can't remember. I know I got one, because I got all the Hisuian starters shiny, but yeah. Okay, here we go, everyone. Let's do this thing. Honestly, you prefer to hunt Cyndaquil in Legends Arceus on Laris ads? Yeah. It's the more fun one. I just like can't go back to Arceus though. Like anytime I like sort of try to pick it up, like it feels so like it's one of those games where like you really need to get used to the controls. It just doesn't like come back to me very easily. So do we maybe want to get rid of the Lickitung now because of health and just because it's a Lickitung? I don't know if there was anything. Were there any like rock types or anything along this left path? I was kind of just looking more at the right path because like I was like, oh, those are two good things, and then I didn't really look at all. Charmeleon and is that Poison? Oh, or something like that. Let's see, Ghost, Rotom. What's the Ghost? Is it like a Golurk? Show yourself, Ghost. Oh, it's tiny. It might even be like a Poltegeist. There is a Scientist. Should we do something like Drodigan for the Scientist? Maybe? I don't know. Or me? I could switch to the Scientist. I like have no reservations about keeping this Grovyle. Oh, but it is good though. I think Drodigan could go for it. I think Drodigan could Science here. Because I don't think we have a whole lot to lose here. We're going to be switching Drodigan. Let's see what we get here for the Drodigan. Oh, Trevenant. Okay, that's worse. Okay. I do have. I don't know. I'm just trying to think. What's the plan here? What do you guys think we should do? Should we, like, go for Rotom and just... Should we go for Rotom and have Trevenant switch for the Rotom? I have a theory as to, like, why or what we could do. Basically, I'm thinking if I kept Grovyle and I used Screech... here's the thing. I'm thinking if I keep Grovyle and I use Screech, and if Rotom uses Max Phantasm, right, then we would really lower its defense, and then, like, Boltund could just use Crunch instead of electric moves, and... something physical. Like, that's kind of like my general idea here. Again, it's a bit of a shame because we're not going to have like a particularly physical team, but we'll have a way to take it down physically with... I'm thinking basically if we have Boltund be a physical attacker with Crunch, and then... Oh, Inferno, but it missed. It misses. Right, Drain Punch. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, and then I'm going to break. I probably should use, like, Endure or something here, just to make sure I, like, hang in there, but oh well. Oh well anyway, Bug. But this is the only idea I've got. I would say something like, oh, well, what if we had Charmeleon be our Dynamaxer? We set up the fire and use solar power and stuff like that, but Galvantula has Thunder, which I think will be kind of important. And I don't know, I don't like that. I think Rotom is going to be a better Dynamaxer than, like, Charmeleon. But let me know if you disagree. Okay. Right, okay, so, Grovyle, Charmeleon, Boltund, yeah, this is going to be one of our weirdest Thunderuses ever, and it could be one of our most difficult Thunderuses ever, but I don't think we want this Charmeleon. I think we do just want to plow ahead and kind of get our electric resisted team that can't be... Oh, science! Oh, there's more science! Xander, this is your last... Maybe Xander... Oh, hang on. Rotom's on the right. It's not the Ghost on the left. Drakloak is on the left. Drakloak would be okay. If we accidentally picked the Drakloak, this would be okay. I think Xander should switch here. I think Xander should go for science again. I know Kieran's here, but we do need the Boltund as a backup. If we don't get a good science here, like, Xander needs to get a good science here. Come on, be like a Golurk. So yeah, because we need to keep Boltund as a backup here, and it is a good Dynamaxer for this battle. So it's Politoed. That's even worse. Why do these get worse and worse? This is terrible. Xander, this has been two very bad... Xander, I am hoping... Here's my theory. My game theory. You have had such bad science here, right? You have had such bad science here that I think you will get your shiny legendary. I'm just saying. Call me Dragon Ball Z, because I'm just saying. Get it? Or not, I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't know. Right, I'm going to use Screech. I don't know if I'm faster than a Boltund. I'm probably not. Are you faster than a Boltund? The answer is no. A Boltund is... but note to self, don't go gambling. Exactly! That's the moral of today's story. Okay. Oh, right. Oh. Okay. So... Boltund, baby Boltund. I tell you what, I am just going to very quickly text my roommate and just say that I did do it. I'm just going to say I did do an Eternatus remotely and one earlier. There we go. There we are. Almost. There we are. If you get that reference, kudos. But also if you get that reference, like, very bad. Okay. Right, okay. So, I'm going to Grass Pledge, more like over the hedge. But there we go. Right. Oh, there we go. So close, so close. But yeah, because yeah, me and my roommate, I think I will be going out with my roommate for a bit later to try and do some Gigantamax stuff. Because I've been really unlucky with Gigantamax stuff, and I've just generally not been around for a lot of it and stuff. And so I kind of would like to catch a few G-Max Pokemon today, if I can, maybe. But I've already done the Eternatus, so that's kind of cool. Right, okay, so here we go. Right, so yeah, Xander switch, it's very important for Xander to switch, get rid of that Politoed because it sucks against a Thunderous, please switch, Xander switch, so you left that later than I would have liked, but I got my breath back now, Xander. Okay, cool, no, well done, Xander. Okay, sorry, anyway, here we go, we're on to Thunderous, woo! And then we'll check who's around for Stack Attacker, okay? Okay. It has been funny, like, throughout this month, I have been getting a lot of, like, Facebook memories of the Strike streams, you know, like, sort of, like, you know, me posting, like, you know, my early Strike stream memories, you know, like, getting the initial shinies we've got. You know, a year ago, I was going through my first shiny drought, because I got, like, 3 shinies really quickly at the beginning of all this, and then I stopped getting shinies, and that sucked. And yeah, so that was something. And so it's just been fun seeing those memories and stuff, but it's also a bit sad just because, you know, when we started, we like had so many people join us when I first started, and then things have kind of died down now, and, you know, it's just a bit of a shame. I would have liked to have kept going at the pace we'd been going, but never mind. All good things come to an end. Right. Oh, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't love that. Right. It looks like it's like really overcast out there, though. I'm very confused. Yeah, this is why we didn't want Politoed, because otherwise it wouldn't have... Now, see, it has to waste a move doing that. Whereas, like, now, we can just attack it. Right. Victory. Screech. Okay. So... Right, Max Phantasm, or like Donate Plasm. Okay, so again, did we do a whole load of damage on that first turn? Actually, we did do quite a lot. Was that a crit? That looked like it did loads of damage there. Wow, no, that wasn't even a crit. Okay, I tell you what, I'm just going to Screech again. I don't have anything better to do. But basically, if Bolton crunches and Galvantula like thunders, more like a blunder, and Rotom max phantasms, then we should all be very good. Oh no, definitely Crunch. That was the plan. Crunch was the plan. Cause yeah. Oh dang. Okay, that did not do as much as I would have liked. I was hoping that was gonna do more, because we lowered its defense like a lot. I'm the only one who can get paralyzed though. Oh, Grovyle, not now! Okay, that's annoying. I still think Crunch is still the right choice though, just looking at the numbers though. That actually was a critical max phantasm, and still. I'm just going to Grass Pledge now though, because I just don't have anything. Maybe I should like endure. But hey, well done, Bolton. The secret weapon. Okay, well done, everyone. Well done. So, chat, here's what you want to catch everything. You do have to keep them, but always catch them, catch them. Well done, Team 2. We made it through. Chat, here is my question. Victory Bell, for Mega Victory Bell, it talks about how it's like acid is strong enough to melt metal, but famously in the Pokemon games, poison doesn't have any effect on steel. Do we think that Victory Bell will either be getting some kind of new move that is actually usable on poison types, steel types, and maybe even super effective? And or do we think that Victory Bell might get an ability that will allow for poison type moves to hit steel Pokemon? Because I think that could be the more fun thing, but it depends on if we're getting abilities in this game or not. I don't know. We might not be getting abilities in this game, but it wouldn't surprise me if like Mega Victory Bell has some kind of... Because it's going to be in Pokemon Champions as well, don't forget. They're not just making this for Legends ZA, it's going to be in Pokemon Champions, so this is me asking for like both games. But I would kind of like to see some kind of ability where like, I don't know, poison works on steel, or well, maybe they will just give it like corrosion and a special move. That's the thing. But I'm gonna be interested in seeing what they do with Victory Bell. I think they're gonna give it some way to attack steel types with poison. That's my theory, my game theory. Does ZA definitely not have abilities? I guess that demo is out now, isn't it? So I guess that's probably been confirmed, hasn't it? Okay, Galvantula's a no. Charmeleon is also... no, I kind of forgot there's been a demo. Whenever demos come out, I don't really ever look up videos about what like people learned from them, kind of thing. I will like see. I'll look at like a review if someone's been like, oh, we've played the game, here's what we've found. But I never look at like, oh, here's everything we now know because of the demo, kind of thing, or here's all the like confirmed info. I don't really ever tend to look at that stuff. So I forgot there has been a demo. So there definitely aren't abilities. Okay, that's interesting. Right, Galvantula no, Charmeleon no, Rotom! I do need more shiny Rotoms, but I don't want to go back to Arceus. But will we get the slightly purple Thunders? No! Dang. Oh, chat, my lovely chat. Right, no Sparkles, no Sparkles, no Sparkles. Let's just check the Rash, Hasty, let's not be too modest, and Naughty. There you go. Everybody's naughty. Oh, but you can never have too many Rotoms. A modest Rotom? Like, come on. Come on. That's a good Rotom. Sky, I haven't seen any videos about the demos, but I have seen a few images and stuff around social media. That's the thing. I just kind of saw people talk about... That's the thing. I saw people talk about the demo a bit. Like, they faced the Absol and stuff. You know, it was kind of challenging, apparently. But yeah, I forgot it does have held items, but yeah, so I guess no abilities. I guess that has been. But there are gonna be some Pokemon where they're gonna like pseudo sort of give them abilities. Like this game is gonna have Aegislash in. You can't have Aegislash. I mean, I suppose with that they'll just change the move. They'll be like they'll have the King Shield move or something, won't they? Where they're like, upon using this move, it changes form. And then, like... But even so, that means anytime it uses a non-King Shield move, it's then going to turn back into the sword form. So, they're going to have to figure out something with Aegislash. You know, even if there aren't abilities, there are going to be abilities. Right, anyway, welcome back. Would you like us to keep a record of where we found Thunderous? I'm going to say yes. Okay, Stack Attacker. Who can do a Stack Attacker? I've probably just typed that incorrectly. So chat, ready, set, bow, let me know. Could you please say strike the number of times you have played thus far today, and then if you can do Stack Attacker. Thank you very much. Amelia beat Nightbot. But yeah. But it'll be strike 0, strike 1, strike 2. This might be like Amelia, Kieran, Xander. But we'll see. But at least this way, it means we'll have had a different team each time, and that's kind of what I was hoping for. So, yeah. Amelia, Kieran, and hopefully Xander, unless Xander is like, I need to take my family to the airport. That's a thing that happened one time. Okay. Yeah, I think that sounds good then. So yeah, let's have like Amelia, Kieran, Xander. I think this will be a good little trio. I think they've all been good trios today, personally, if you ask me. But anyway, Buck, maybe that's a hot take. Right, so let's go on the YCOM. Let's make sure we're connected to the internet. Let's talk to the nice scientist lady. And then we will say Stack Attacker, but you guys will say anything goes. And then here we go. So, Stack Attacker, let's see what we've got. Let's go 0823 and then 1157, okay? So that's 0823 1157. And that's the code. And here we go. Ready, set, bow. And all that lovely stuff. But yeah, when you've had a flea issue in your house, it's just really hard because you look at like any speck of anything on like the floors or surfaces in your house or furniture, and you're just like, is that a flea? It's just hard. It's amazing how many like bits of grit and dirt and crushed up stone that like, I don't know, travel on your shoes or bits of fluff that come off of blankets and stuff. It's just hard. But anyway, we're waiting for Amelia. We're waiting for Amelia. So yeah, this is Kieran, Xander, Amelia. Stack Attacker is super duper mega weak to both fighting and ground. It has 2 dual weaknesses, ground and fighting. I hope I didn't just say fire accidentally. I meant fighting. Fighting, ground. Ground, fighting. And then water is super effective as well. So if we get a rain team is also really, really good as well, though, okay? Like, water plus the rain is almost as good as, like, ground and fighting. Almost. I didn't realize beating a Dynamax Adventures gives you a bunch of pass points. That makes more sense. Yeah, it gives you like a lot of them, doesn't it? Right, Nidoking and Hitmonchan that fit the criteria of ground and fighting. So I'm going to go with that. So yeah, it basically it's like sort of the incentive for doing Eternatus's. Like if you can get teams of people together for them, it's like worth doing. But Amelia, you're hunting for a second shiny Grookey but gave up. Oh no. Amelia, are you doing that in your Violet? Do you mind if I ask about like how you're shiny hunting for it, like your methodology? Just because I shiny hunted for Grookey and I still remember it, and I still have some like tips for it if you are interested. Okay, Chargerbug's a good support Pokemon. Roselia does have Weather Ball, but okay, yeah. Right, hang on. Let's just make sure. Okay, there's ground on the left at the left on the 3rd row. Let's see what ground type it is. Fire to fire. Okay. Okay. So Palisand is good. So we do want to get Palisand, although it actually doesn't matter where we end up. Oh, Stunfisk. That's a Stunfisk. Stunfisk. Oh, doesn't matter where we go there either. I've just picked Magmar. I do need a Blue Moo, but I've just picked Magmar because I'm super effective against it, and we do have Pelipper as well. There is Stunfisk, and then there is Palisand. So we could... Basically, we definitely want to switch Charger Bug for one of them. And then the question is, who do we switch for the other? I know it's like... Because Hitmonchan only has Power-Up Punch, and that's pretty weak, whereas like Pelipper with Weather Ball is actually really strong. So we could actually get rid of like Hitmonchan instead of Pelipper. Like normally you'd be like, oh, get rid of the water type instead of the fighting type. But Hitmonchan does only have like a singular weak fighting move. So if we did go for Stunfisk, we could switch Hitmonchan for it. So let me know. Why is there a lot of fire in the stack attack of DA? This isn't cut out. I know! There was like so much fire here! Like what was up with that? But yeah. So yeah, let me know. Who do you guys think we should ditch? Do you think we should ditch Hitmonchan or Pelipper? Pelipper isn't like the best Pokemon to get through all these rounds, admittedly. It's like weak against Stunfisk and it's not... oh no, Pelipper's good against Palisand though. That's like Pelipper's good against Palisand, whereas Hitmonchan's like okay. You came in like a weather ball. Right, the one thing I do know is I don't think we want to switch for Magmar though, do we? Because Magmar's not good against Stunfisk, it's not good against Palisand. I think we just want to catch him, but we don't have to keep him here. Oh, Sky had to leave. I missed that. Sky, bye. Oh, so anyway, the Grookey. Grookey. So basically, my tips for hunting for Grookey, right? So you make your grass type sandwich, so like some kind of lettuce sandwich. Again, depends on what kind of sandwich you make. I make the burger sandwiches because I like burgers. Oh no, we didn't want to switch Charger Bug. No. Okay. Never mind. We will still go for Stunfisk though, if that's okay, because it is a ground type. And then, so maybe we'll just do like a double switch here. Right. Sorry, we did specifically say like that we didn't want Magmar, but it's okay though. It's okay. It's all gonna be fine. As long as the AI isn't too clever here, we should be fine. But no. So. Oh no, what was I saying? I can't remember. Before I panicked. When I panic, I forget stuff. Grookies. Okay. Grass sandwich. In the Indigo Disc DLC, in the Terranium, in the Terranium, there's like a beach area, and it's kind of like right on like one of the borders as well. It's like beach, but it's also right on the border. Like there is like a wall dividing it and one of the other spaces. I think it's also a good spot for Poplio if you have a water sandwich. But basically, it's really good for it's really good for Grookey. It's not amazing, but yeah, this is why we didn't want Magmar. Okay, but it's okay though. No, oh, I forget high horsepower makes contact. Stomping Tantrum I get, but high horsepower, really high horsepower. Dang it. Anyway, Bark. My bad, I guess. Right, weather ball. Oh no, we changed the weather. Oh no. Oh no, the computer is good. Oh no. Oh, this has gone from bad to worse. Oh, this has been a very, it's not like our fault, but we actually have inadvertently battled very terribly here. Like, just very badly. Oh, no. Okay. Well, in fairness, there's nothing I could really do on my moves. All make if high horsepower makes contact, then all my moves make contact. But oh well. One thing I'm hoping for Pokemon Champions is if a lot of these like hidden attributes of moves are revealed. So things like making physical contact, or being a powder move, or maybe like the priority, like what level of priority a move has. I don't know. Okay. So, Grookey, Sandwich, Beach, where the border is. When you go there, there will be blossoms, but the trick is you don't ride around on your Koraidon or Miraidon, though. Or if you ride on them, you don't sprint with them. You just ride at like a slow pace, but it's kind of better to just run around on foot, because the more slowly, although if you play on a Switch 2, maybe this is harder. I don't know if like a Switch 2 could make this shiny hunt harder, just because it probably has better load-in, which is then worse. But basically, on a Nintendo... Oh, and okay, so and there goes the Magmar as well. Oh gosh, okay, this is really bad. Oh, you're just using like a generic like academy thing that just gives you sparkling power for all. Yeah, no, if you're hunting for a Grookey, okay, I see now. If you're hunting for a Grookey, you really want to make like the type specific sandwiches, because the type specific sandwiches will make it so that like only I was gonna say that's not gonna KO and it could paralyze you. That was very risky. But we did it. It's okay. We made it through. We're very lucky to not get paralyzed at the end there. No, okay, but if you make a grass type sandwich, that makes it so that only grass types spawn. And so if you're on that beach area and you have a grass type sandwich, the only two Pokemon that will spawn, basically, are Grookeys and Blossoms. But the Blossoms can spawn in little clusters of 5, and if you sprint around, like on your Koraidon or well, in your case, Miraidon, at like full speed, like if you click in the stick and you're running around at full speed, that will make more Blossoms appear. So basically, you make your sandwich, you go to that area on the beach where Grookeys appear. Oh yeah, so Hitmonchan. I think we should get rid of Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan to get rid of Hitmonchan is the plan. Hitmonchan, but Pelipper otherwise, but Hitmonchan and Hitmonchan, or Pelipper, Hitmonchan. Da. Yay. Okay, sweet. And then Palisand for Magmar. I suppose we could have got rid of the Magmar actually, but oh gosh, we only got like 2 lives left. Okay, Palisand. Okay. You did that for your first shiny Grookey and you found it. Do you mean you did your like generic blueberry sandwich thing? Or do you mean you made a grass type sandwich and that's how you got Grookey? I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's just one of those things where I have shiny hunting videos on this channel, if you're into, well, shiny hunting streams from like a year ago. I have like a playlist. You can find the playlist. But basically, I think I did do a Grookey hunt on it, I think. But I think and I got like Blossoms on there as well. But basically, if you make the sandwiches that like are for a specific type and they boost shiny odds, those are way better because they basically like force the game to like spawn in only like 1 or 2 Pokemon generally. And so those are really good. Whereas if you just like boost the shiny odds for like everything and then you're just running around kind of hoping that like, you know, you're like 1 or 2 out of the 20 Pokemon that appear on screen are going to be the thing you need, like that is just going to be less reliable. So, oh, Kevin's online. So, whoa, that was insane. Zach, hello. Right. Oh, Shadow Ball. At least it wasn't a ground move. I'll take my... I will take the win there. You only usually use the Academy Sandwich at outbreaks. That is using the old noodle on Lara. Because that's basically the point. Basically, part of any good shiny hunt is, like, isolating like a single Pokemon or like, say, several Pokemon. And so, like, you know, in Diamond and Pearl, like, there's, like, radar hunting. The idea being you have the same Pokemon over and over and over. That's the same thing for, like, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. You build up a streak of a certain Pokemon, and then it just spawns everywhere. And if you're unlucky, your Pokemon will spawn everywhere, but then a Chansey will appear, and that'll be shiny. But, like, you know, egg hatching is basically just spawning the same Pokemon again and again and again. I mean, if you're not too fussed about getting a particular shiny, you can just, like, increase the odds and run around and see what happens. But generally, like, any good sort of shiny hunting method will have some kind of, like, sort of isolated spawning. And so that's why, like, the sandwiches are good, because basically you make sandwiches and go to places where it, like, forces the game to just spawn in, like, only one or two kinds of Pokemon. Like, you go to, like, a grassy field and you have a fire-type sandwich, and because fire-type Pokemon don't really live in the fields, it's like, oh, but there's, like, you know... a Litleo or something, because that does live in the grass. So, right, Magmar switch, time to ditch the Magmar, and time to switch, Magmar ditch, it's time to ditch Magmar and switch to the Magmar switch, and Magmar switch, and Magmar, yes. Nice. Well done, everyone. Donkey Kong, hello, welcome. Okay, this is Takataka, isn't it? Woo! Okay. Yeah, oh my gosh. If we'd have had Magmar and Pelipper for, like, this fight, that would have just been disaster. Kevin, any good shiny method should give the player some degree of control over the Pokemon they fight. That is phrasing it better than I've been clumsily, like, fuddling around for the past 3 minutes. Also, Kevin, hi. Right, it started to rain in Spain, mostly on the plains. But here we go. Right, high horsepower. Kevin, I asked a question to Xander today that I realized we had never asked, which was, how did Xander find Xenoblade Chronicles X? Because you and I kind of, like, plowed ahead with that game, and so we didn't really get to talk to Xander much about it, and we didn't, like, want to spoil anything. And then we kind of never really did a follow-up. And I don't think we ever followed up. Until today! Oh, wow, see, look. Because it has lower special defense, that's why Pelipper is so good. Like a nice special water. Maybe that's what we should say. Like fighting, ground, and, like, special water. But, like, a good special water is, like, you know, as good as, like, a quadruple physical fighting. There we go! Well done, Team 3! I'm smiling with glee. Well done, everyone. Well done. So, we want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. Plus, you can't get a shiny legendary if you don't catch it. You don't have to keep it, though. But good luck, everyone. Here's hoping we get lots and lots and lots of cool stuff. Right. Okay, here we go. Good luck, everyone. Magmar is a no. Stunfisk is also a no. Will we get the Black Sand Palosand? No. But that's okay. I have all these Pokemon as shiny. You know who I don't have as shiny, though? You know who would be nice to have as a shiny, though? The Golden Stakataka! No! Dang. I wanted shiny Stakataka. Chat, you know what You know what I forgot to say? On the spreadsheet, I added a section. Because... my last shiny that we got on the Dynamax Adventures was July 28th, okay? So we're getting on to like a month, but in fairness, we haven't been playing. Oh, it is an all-girl team, it is! Well noticed. So July 28th was the last shiny. And then basically since then, since like that shiny, we have done 40 Dynamax Adventures, 4-0, and then if we add like 3 today. So we've done like 43. So we're nearly at like the 50 mark, which is like halfway to a guaranteed shiny. And then basically we now have like, I think basically I kind of have like a potential end point for the strike streams, and that's 107 Dynamax Adventures away. So I'm just saying, okay, like call me Dragon Ball Z, I'm just saying that, you know, basically mathematically I would get at least one more shiny with the streams we have left, but it'd be kind of fun to get one this weekend, because then I would be kind of guaranteed by the time I then have the 100 left. Anyway, let's see what we got. We got Hasty, Sassy, Hasty again, and Naughty. Oh, wow, look at that. I'll go for the Magmar. It was useless. We didn't want it, but boy, did she try. So Magmar, we're bringing home the bacon. Okay. Okay, so Magmar. There we go. Right, chat, we are on to, somehow, already, the wild card portion of the stream. Lizzie is playing Mario Kart World. Lizzie, everyone has a Switch too but me. So would you like us to keep a record of where you found Stack Attack? I'm going to say yes. I think that could be fun. Okay. Right, okay, so chat, my lovely chat. Wildcard time. Let's get those old tickets up, shall we? Wildcard. Tickets I need are for Nihilego and Celesteela. So if you have tickets for Nihilego and Celesteela, I don't know why again, I don't really need that. I don't need the other one. But we're gonna say strike. Oh, the Kirby Air Riders Direct. We didn't talk about... Yeah, let's talk about that in a bit. Let's get this like round sorted, but then we'll talk about that. I knew there was like other things. I just didn't write down as much stuff this week, despite a few things happening. But so could you please say strike, ready, set, bow, strike the number of times you've played, and then say, I can do Nihilego and Celesteela. Let me know if you can do them. And then in brackets afterwards, let me know if you have tickets for them. Okay, so let me know if you can play those two, and but then in particular after you let me know, but like let me know if you then have the tickets or not. So don't just let me know if you can do them. You have to let me know if you have the tickets for them as well. Okay, so ready, set, bow. Okay, so Kevin does have the ticket for Celesteela. On Lara can do a Celesteela, but doesn't have any tickets. So I'm thinking Kevin's gonna host it. Xander can do both, although I'm thinking maybe this could be the round where Xander sits out and then Xander could join us for like the last one. Would that be, maybe that could be the plan. So maybe we could have like Kevin on Lara, Kieran, and then we could have some kind of Xander hosted Nihilego. Does that sound like a plan? Maybe that's the plan. Maybe that right there is the plan. Oh, no, wait, hang on. Amelia can do Celesteela, but you don't have a ticket for it. Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm selecting all the wrong things. I tell you what. Kieran needs the... Okay. Kieran needs the Nihilego. So I'm going to save Kieran for the Nihilego. So why don't we have... Yeah, okay. Why don't we have, right... Let's have Kevin on Lara and Amelia, okay? And then for Nihilego, we'll have Xander and Kieran. And then we'll see if anyone else joins. Like, hey, maybe Keeper will join. Or something. And then that could be the plan, okay? Because then that's fair with what everyone's written. Amelia has said only Celesteela. Onlara has only said Celesteela. And Kevin has the ticket for Celesteela. And then Xander and Kieran can both do Nihilegos. So that's the thing that makes sense. That's the thing that works. So let's do that. Okay, so Y button. Let's make sure we're connected to the internet. Make sure we'll talk to the lady. I am not hosting, so even I will be saying anything goes. And then, oh, Kevin's got a code already. 0823 0820. And there we go. Very nice. I like it. Yes, Kirby Air Riders Nintendo Direct. Did anyone watch it who liked it? I'm not a massive Kirby guy. I went into it thinking that I probably will not be getting this game. Having now watched the Direct, I still don't think I'm going to get this game. Not just because I don't have a Switch 2. Celesteela, it's like a Skarmory. It's steel and flying, which means it's weak to fire and electric. Go nuts. Yeah, lots and lots of stuff. Oh, hang on, I have a message from... Oh, right, okay, I can check that. Okay. Armaldo does have Smackdown, so that means we could then use ground moves. So if we have Armaldo in the team, that also means Crocodile becomes viable. So I will pick Armaldo, because now any ground type... So fire, electric, and ground are good here. So like Crocodile is actually like a bit better than Togetic, and then Togetic is now the best one of everything that's left. But as long as I keep the Armaldo... Although obviously if we get a load of fire and electric types, like I'm switching, but... Skuntank, was that Weezing? They both do have fire. Fire. Oh no, that's Linoon. Okay. But Weezing does have fire still. And that is an Unpheasant. And then... there is fire in the top right. That's a Flareon, right? Flareon! Okay. Do we maybe want to have... Okay, do we maybe want to basically just switch the Togetic for Flareon? And, like, that's it? Because Weezing has the awkward ability cancelling stuff, which honestly could be more of a hindrance than a help. I don't know. Maybe we just beat this and don't switch it. But this means we can hit it with ground moves, so yay. This stream is sponsored by Ground Moves. The wings. But yes. Well, we could always, like... I don't know what was ahead. We could always, like, have the Weezing on our team temporarily. But I almost think, like, a team of, like... I think a team of, like, Heliolisk, Armaldo, Crocodile, and Flareon could be, like, really, really solid. But that's the thing, we could have more fire and more sun power. So no, I'm happy to switch my Armaldo. Basically, here's my dilemma. If we switch for the Weezing and Flareon, who do we switch? Like, do we just switch, say, like, Crocodile? Do we switch Crocodile and Armaldo? Because then we would have 2 extra fire moves, and then we would have all fire and electric moves. Is that the plan? Like, maybe we keep Togetic in 4th place. Yes, the wing flaps, they will persist. But is that maybe the plan? Oh, say get Weezing and Flareon, ditch Armaldo and Crocodile. So yeah, that's basic. Okay, so that's in line with what I just... Yes, okay, so I think that might be a good... Sludge Bomb. Dang. Okay, yeah, I like this idea of... but your move will be good against Celesteela, I think. So I think we do want to keep Heliolisk. The only thing, the one thing I will say that's kind of funny, having the sun up is bad for Heliolisk, but it's kind of a price we'll have to pay. So who are we getting rid of now, though? Out of Crocodile and Armaldo. I don't know what's next, so I think maybe it might be best to keep Armaldo for now. Armaldo is super effective against Flareon, although so is Crocodile. I do have a teensy bit less health, but it's just I'm Dynamaxing in the next battle, and I don't know who we've got. So, like, Armaldo could be good. I'll throw my hat in the ring if, like, Crocodile doesn't switch. But, okay, I'll throw my hat. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Crocodile definitely needs to switch on the next one, though. Okay, Cramorant, Lipard. I don't have a shiny Lipard, so I'm going for the Lipard. And then there's Flareon. And then, yeah. Although, we do have the Heliolisk for Cramorant, but I just felt like we had a more neutral matchup here. I feel like we have a marginally better matchup. Like, Togetic's not... No, wait, Togetic is... yeah, Togetic is good against Lipard, and then... and Crocodile kind of resists Lipard too, sort of. So... Guys, do you know a strategy? Oh, wait, we have Wheezing, so the dry skin is nullified. Good point! I'm a ding-dong who constantly forgets. See, I was thinking of... Oh, I don't know what I was thinking. Ignore me. I just constantly forget about this ability. I forget about it more than I factor it in. Let's just say that and leave it there. Rotom does have Levitate, correct. Oh yeah, Armaldo did have Bug Stab. Yeah, see, this is why like Crocodile would have been the nicer switch before, but it's okay. And Armaldo's good against like the Flareon as well, so that's the thing. Armaldo's good against this and Flareon, but it doesn't matter as long as we do Crocodile for Flareon. That's all that matters. We want to keep Crocodile now. We do not want to switch it, so we do want to keep Crocodile. Keep Crocodile. But then for Flareon, we switch Crocodile for Flareon. So as long as we remember Crocodile for Flareon, we're all good here. But yeah, Kirby Air Riders Direct, he says, like, as if I was talking about it 10 seconds ago, where I was talking about it, like, 3 minutes ago. Kirby Air Riders. But yeah, so I went into it not wanting the game, and I think I still feel that way afterwards. But it's one of those things where I can tell it's a very, like, competently made game with like, a load of, like, mechanics. It looks like it probably has a really fun game feel. It's just one of those things that I don't do, like, a lot of, like, online gameplay or anything, and I don't, like, have a lot of people to, like, play games with. Like, this whole Strike Stream thing has just been, like, so different for me on that note. And so games with that sort of it's sort of sad because it does mean that things like Mario Kart and even like Smash Bros are just like becoming less and less valuable to me. You know, I do just like sit and play the computers, and that's kind of what I do with a lot of these games now. But yeah, I feel a lot of passion was put into Air Riders. Exactly. Air Ride and Air Riders. Exactly. So, yeah, Crocodile can just attack. Like, Crocodile's a good attacker. We don't need to, like, swagger or anything. I didn't get to say that, yeah. But that's okay. So... Oh, chat, you know a strategy we've never really like utilized this strategy much or paid attention to it in like the over a year we've been doing this. We've never really sort of paid attention to Assurance being a good like sort of two-player move. So we've never really factored in that like Assurance is good when other moves have been used first and stuff like that. You know, we haven't sort of... Admittedly, a lot of assurance Pokemon are fast, so like Liepard, Sharpedo. But there are a lot of assurance Pokemon where we haven't really factored in that, like, it's more powerful if other Pokemon are attacking first. Like, we haven't really ever, like, factored that in a lot, but it's okay, though. I love how Sakurai started the direct by saying, why is making a game so hard? I know, he was really funny. Like, he had a lot of really funny, good moments from the stream. Again, they're very good presentations. They're very good presentations. Right, Flareon. So we're going to go to the right here, and this is going to be Emilia's... Emilia's Switch. Sorry, it's because I was looking at the name Gemma on the screen, and I was like, why did I say Emilia when it says Gemma? And it's like, because Gemma's Emilia. Oh, right, yeah. Emilia. So this is going to be Emilia's time to switch, Emilia's time to shine. Emilia's going to... This really is going to be Emilia's time to shine, because Emilia, you're going to be Dynamaxing, you're going to be using your Max Quakes to, like, really deal the most damage here out of all of us. And then also... and then you're going to be switching. So everything's coming up Emilia, basically. But yeah, I liked his line as well about having to add the second button. Like, we had to add a second button, unfortunately. That's funny. I do hope the game has some, like, split screen and, like, local player opportunities or something, just because, like, because of its, like, lack of buttons, because of, like, the lack of buttons needed, it looks like the perfect game to have for, like, just one Joy-Con, you know? Like, a lot of games, you know, sort of, you need, like, a proper controller or two Joy-Cons, whereas with this game, it's like, there's one Joy-Con, you know? I think there are a lot of games where they should either, like, focus on condensing it down to one Joy-Con or making the, like, full controller experience as full and good as possible. I actually think Pokemon games should just be, like, one Joy-Con, to be honest. Or, like, one hand, like, you know, sort of available. Like, I think that's sort of part of the joy of Pokemon, but... resisting urge to attack Togepi to stop the wing flaps. No, Togepi's in it for the long haul now. But yeah, no, it was a good direct. It looked really cool. It was very long, and I don't think they even, like, revealed everything, which was kind of wild. And then also, like, in the next week or so, we actually get the Kirby sort of DLC, the Switch 2 upgrade, the Kirby and the Forgotten Land Switch 2 upgrade. So that would be cool. That would be interesting to see. Again, I'm not really interested in that. I did really like Kirby and the Forgotten Land, but I don't think I'm gonna, like, get the upgrade for it or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'll see. Maybe if people say it's really good. Maybe if, like, that little bit of story content's good. But one of the things was like, oh, there's an extra boss rush. And it was like, I hated all the boss rushes from the main game. Oh, no, burning jealousy. Oh, it's missing everyone. Why did that miss everyone? No. Oh, no, the burn, it burns. That's going to do nothing. Do you want to know a funny thing? You can use Mystical Fire on this Flareon because of the wheezing. So you could, in theory, lower its special attack because of wheezing being here. Oh, right, you're using Mud Slap. Oh, sorry, this is where, like, I've not been paying attention. I was busy talking about Sakurai. But there we go. Okay. So that's Flareon down. So Crocodile Switch. It's time for Crocodile to do a switch. Crocodile Switch. It's time to ditch the Crocodile because we're gonna switch. Oh, chat. One thing I did have written down, because we've got our plan locked in for Celesteela now. We're gonna switch Crocodile here. And then we're just gonna attack with, like, fire and electric, and that should all be good. Chat, I wanted to follow up on something I've said in the past before, because if anyone saw my old streams and saw, and there was like a thing I've said in previous streams, right? Where, so Crocodile Switch, yay. There's a thing I've said in previous streams, and I want to make sure I do like an update on it, so that if anyone ever like says, oh, well, in a stream, Bo once said blah, 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 and it's like, I want people to be able to say, yes, but he then also then went on to say blah, blah, blah in an update, okay? So, I'm holding you guys to, to defend me or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, I have said in the past, I think there was a time I said in the past, right? Well, no, I know there was a time I said in the past. I said in the past that basically, and again, with emphasis on in the past, back when I said these things, I sort of said online, Chris Pratt gets like a lot of hate, and it's one of those things where like I had never like super overtly seen him say anything atrocious. Like there are people who like they say really like bigoted, hateful, awful things, right? And there's the tweet to match it. There's like a tweet to go along with it, or a video or whatever, right? And so I've like seen that for like some famous people, like, oh, here's this really awful thing. But like Chris Pratt would like get all this hate, but I'd never really seen any like thing to kind of go along for it. There were some things where he may have like clumsily kind of said something, but there was nothing like super nefarious or so egregiously awful that. And there were just things where like someone, that someone said like, oh, he goes to this church, but it like wasn't even actually the church he goes to. There was just a lot of stuff where it all just like sort of the hatred was a bit, for me, like based on what I had seen, like overblown, and there was nothing ever to match. But I always said, if he ever did do that stuff, yeah, we'll like punt him to the moon, right? Oh, hang on, are we talking about the Victory Bell video? Yeah, and Zach, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a fun video. Okay, there we go. Well done, everyone. Okay, Celesteela's weak. Time to catch it. Well done, Team 4. So, Xander and Kieran, please get ready. You were doing your scepters and stuff. But anyway, so Chris Pratt, that was in the past. In this past week, he basically like came out and did an interview, and but here's the thing though, this is where I'm still going to put an asterisk on some stuff, okay? This isn't going to be me saying, well, now I've completely changed my mind. This week though, he did like come out and kind of say something basically pretty stupid, and it was basically just kind of like being nice about RFK Jr. and then saying some other stuff about like, I don't know, sort of politics or whatever. And it was kind of silly, and I've sort of talked before as well. I've talked as well about RFK Jr. as well, and it was kind of about a thing about like some, like he is bad, he is awful, but there was also something that was, again, it was a bit like misinterpreted, and it was like you have to get things right, because otherwise if you attack someone but like get things wrong, then that doesn't help anyone, basically. It kind of like legitimizes people defending them. But anyway, Wheezing, no. Lipard! I need shiny Lipard, though. Flareon is, I don't think that's shiny, I think it's the regular level of orange. But will we get a white bamboo Celesteela? No! Dang. Okay. Right, okay, so no sparkles. Calm, rash, mild, adamant. I'm gonna go with the mild Flareon. But anyway, he like said some things about RFK Jr. that were just like too nice about this person who is a trash and awful person. But I will say one thing though. But here's one of the asterisks I will say. A lot of like the headlines and tweets and things that I kind of saw and stuff like that, the thing they didn't point out is that they are family. It's like extended family and stuff like that, but some of the things made it sound like, oh, here's this guy who's just sort of voluntarily going to hang out with RFK Jr. all the time or whatever, and it's like, well, no, it's like he's sort of seen him in like familial family contexts and stuff like that, because they are like extended family. It's like he is, you know, his wife's, you know, he's like, I don't know, his wife's great uncle or great cousin or something like that. I can't remember. On Lara, thank you so much. We'll see you again for another one. So yeah, they're like in-law. That's the thing. They're not like blood related, but he's like married into that family basically. And a lot of things kind of missed that, if that makes sense. Now, it still doesn't. I don't think that excuses it, but I think it's kind of missing some of that context, because there's a difference between, there are people who have like gone and hung out with him or said nice things about him when it's like, okay, but you have no reason to say anything nice about him. Like, I get you to be like, oh, I don't want to upset my family. I get that, but you know, it was still kind of like too gushy. I didn't like it. You know, that is a, like, there you go, Bo has a strike against Chris Pratt now, so there you go. So I just want that on record. If anyone ever says like, oh, Bo was like, oh, Chris Pratt gets all this hate and he just hasn't seen anything, it's like, no, now I have, okay? But like, now there is something now. There is something like tangible now. But yeah, so you know, so that was a disappointing thing to see. But oh well. But I do make that point though, because again, but a lot of the things that said about it missed the context, and you do need to include the context of things, because if you just like have a go at someone, even if they are a trash person, if you're having a go at someone about something that's wrong, or where there's like a lot of context involved in it, it just makes you look stupid, and then it kind of props them up a bit, and you don't want to do that. You kind of have to, whenever you're like attacking like a trash person, you still have to like dot your I's and cross your T's, is the point I'm making. Right, anyway, Thunderous Katana Stack Attacker, no, we'll not be doing any of that. Okay, so chat, my lovely chat. So Xander, if you don't mind hosting Annihilego, and Kieran, if you don't mind joining us for Annihilego, and then, so is there anyone who's joined who can do Annihilego? I think we might just have to have like a Kieran second switch on this one, or like Kevin could join us, if you just want like the chance at 3 shinies instead of 4, because you did join us late today. So remember, context is the first thing to go when it comes to internet outrage. That's true. It is not hate, more like a debate. Yeah, exactly. When you get to that point. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. If you have like the context and the facts and the evidence and everything, you know, if you kind of have like, if you have your stuff to back it up, yeah, it's then kind of more just like debate. I like that. Yeah, if Kevin doesn't mind joining, then I would rather have like an actual human. I would rather have a human have like 3 chances out of 4 to just get like a shiny than a second switch. But I guess Kieran's second switch can be the backup. Okay, so yeah, let's Xander, Kieran, Kevin, let's do this thing, shall we? So please make sure you're connected to the internet. Please make sure you talk to the nice lady. And then we'll say anything goes. And then we'll, yeah. Right, let's get a code ready. Hang on, I just need to check messages. I am paying attention. You can give me the code or whatever, but I'm just checking messages. I will be distracted for just a second. Okay. Oh, I can get rid of the spreadsheet now. And I can get rid of that and that and that and that and that. Okay. Right. Okay, so the code is up 0823 and then 3789. Oh, I like it. Good code. Good strong code. Okay. But yeah, so there you go. Chris Pratt officially has a strike against his name now, because that was disappointing. It's still not like, oh, I am so done with him. You know, it was disappointing. Right, this is Nihilego, so ground is super duper mega effective, steel is like the next best thing, and then like water, and then psychic. So this should all be pretty good. I feel like on the wild cards I often can be fourth if I get a bit like talky. But anyway, Bark. Noctowl does not have a psychic move. When are we getting regional variant Noctowl that's a psychic type? And I would rather that than like... Or an evolution that's... No, actually no, let's give Noctowl an evolution that's a psychic. Noctowl deserves an evolution, I think. I think it's time. A regional variant evolution. As in, like, that will eventually just become the evolution. I think I've said this before, but, like, Ursaluna, the Scarlet and Violet Ursaluna is, like, at least from a visual design perspective, I think is a bajillion times better than the, Legends Arceus. I forgot it was me. Than, like, the Legends Arceus one. I think the Legends Arceus Ursaluna just kind of looks like a bigger Ursaluna. Bigger Ursaring. Whereas, like Blood Moon Ursaluna actually kind of has, like, a different thematic design. If we go to the left here, we've got a ground move on Center Scorch, and then Durblade is a steel type, has a steel move. Oh, and then Escavalier is steel and works as well. So maybe if we go left and then sort of work our way back to the right, that could be good. I don't know who... Oh, so we got Linoon and the first Pokemon, who I missed, but I wish more Johto Pokemon would get some new forms. They need it. They really do. Let's give an evolution to Ladion. Sorry, I always get thrown off. So it's not Ledian, it's Ladion. But Ladion always makes me think of Persona 5. Ladion! But anyway. Okay, Liquidation. I'm just gonna attack this. Legends Arceus has a more prominent frown. Yeah, the eyebrowy frowny brownie is weird, isn't it? But the Legends Arceus form, it just sort of looks like bigger Ursaring to me on all fours. I don't know. Whereas like, and I don't know why it's like suddenly on all fours. Whereas like Blood Moon Ursaluna kind of looks like an Ursaring that like some stuff happened to it. Like they like took John Wick's dog, gave it to Ursaring to take care of, and then someone killed John Wick / Ursaring's dog. Like that's Blood Moon Ursaluna. But yeah. Right. Ooh, okay, good hit. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Blood Moon Ursaluna has all the like special type attacks and stuff like that. So I do like that Ursaring has a sort of physical evolution. And not just, it has like a physical evolution and a special one. But still. But yeah, I think there are a lot of like older... Hoenn has a load of single form Pokemon that should just all get evolutions. Like Solrock and Lunatone, like Volbeat and Illumise could get some kind of like evolutions. But like Tropius needs an evolution. Like Seviper, Zangoose, Tropius, Solrock, Lunatone. All 5 of those should get an evolution. And and I don't even think like a Mega Evolution. Just give them an evolution. Give Solrock an evolution where it has more beams of light, poking out of it. And Lunatone can, I don't know, be pointier or something. I don't know. Kanto is running out of Pokemon to give, regional variants and, Mega Evolutions too. I think, basically, I saw a post the other day that said there are only, 14 Pokemon that don't have that now. Should give Love Disc a Mega just for the lols. But that's the thing, Love Disc definitely needs an evolution. Love Disc needs, 2 evolutions. Okay. Maybe get rid of Linoon, just because it's Linoon and it sucks, and it doesn't have much health. Because this does have a ground move. Because if we go for this and Doublade, then that'll be really good. I just realized this Basculin doesn't have a dark move, does it? Oh, there is a Scavalier. Interesting. Maybe we could double switch. Maybe Kieran could switch the Center Scorch for a Scavalier or something like that. That could be fun. Like, maybe we could get rid of Noctowl now. Noctowl. Ha 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 ha. Please clap. But no, if Xander gets rid of Noctowl for this, and then Kieran could get rid of Center Scorch for a Scavalier, and that could be good. And then we would have a team of, like, Water and Steel. And that would be really good. But a Scavalier has a ground move. So I think this could be good. Give love to Distinct Troopers Magnemite, just add more hearts, Zach says. Love it. Love it. Yeah, Red Baskin has like the ice and psychic, doesn't it? So yeah, you will have to attack with. It just sucks because if we'd have had the blue Basculin, I would have said, oh, use Max Darkness, because then Center Scorch can use like Flamethrower here, but we'll have to just use like water and fire moves like we did with that Magmar earlier, and then yeah. Oh, stream's very laggy. Let me see if I can fix that. Hold on. Okay, hopefully that helps. A regional variant of Milotic who chose to embrace the ugliness. No, although that's kind of funny. But no, I think with that, like, that would have to be a different evolution. You could have, like, Milotic be, like, the beautiful evolution, and then, like, the derpy snake could be, like, you know, the regional variant sort of type thing. But the thing is, there are a lot of Pokemon that kind of, in some ways, are, like, regional variants, but, like, they won't be. Like, there will be a generation where, like, Stantler will be in the game, but, like, it'll just be able to evolve into a Weirdir, and, like, that's... I mean, basically, that's Scarlet and Violet, right? But, you know, like, Ursaluna will become, like, the full evolution of Ursaring, not, like, some kind of gimmick that's only in one game, or whatever. Like, it will be, like, the thing. Right, Flamethrower, Molecular... Wow, that did a lot of damage for being in the rain. He's flaming in the rain. Just flaming in the rain. Oh, defense down, yes. Although, obviously, it's too late because we're about to KO it anyway. But still, that was fun. It was fun on a bun. Right, Max, guys. Well done, Team 5. I feel alive. Right, so let's get rid of the Noctowl. Noctowl, you have done your duty. But yeah, Noctowl, not great for a Scavalier. I mean, Doublade isn't either, but it can Swords Dance an Aerial Ace or something. But yeah, Center Scorch is going to be really... Center Scorch is basically going to one-shot this. I mean, to be honest, you might not even want a Swords Dance. I don't know. You might just want an Aerial Ace and do 2 damage, and that'll be it. Oh, Chimecho! Yeah, Chimecho. They gave it a pre-evolution rather than an evolution. Yes. Yeah. My owl for Paraswords. To paraphrase The Simpsons, you know, some people think that having 2 wives would make them happy, but it's actually 2 knives. And then Xander's like, I gotta tell you, this is pretty terrific. Okay, so so only Kevin's gonna get that reference, but still, Doublade. Oh, shiny Doublade would be nice. Shiny Doublade. Can we get shiny Doublade? It's been a long time. This is why I am kind of winding down on the strike streams now, because it's just been such a long time since I got like a new shiny that wasn't a legendary. Obviously, the legendaries are better than, like, anything else. But even just, like, regularly, though... But it's just... here's the thing. When I was starting these streams, like, you know, and I got my, like, what... You know, mathematically, it's like I get one shiny per week and one legendary per month or whatever. And, like, basically, you could sort of say, like, probably, like, twice per month or something, mathematically, I would get something pretty good, right? You know? Like, we got the Kangaskhan, right? And we got Mewtwo, like, you know, in August last year. We were always getting, like, some kind of new shiny Pokemon, and then we were getting, like, a legendary as well. Whereas, like, now... It's been a long time since we got a new shiny. Maybe at the end of this we'll have a quick look and just check what shinies I got and like what was like the last new shiny I got or something like that. But oh, did we not one-shot this thing? Did we not one-shot it with the Centinferno? How did that not one-shot? I know it's not a Kartana, but still. Dang, we didn't one-shot it? I really thought we would one-shot it. That's wild. I can't believe that. What does its special defense and HP look like? I don't know. Anyway, defense is down. Here's the Centinferno. Mega Ariados. See, but even with Ariados, I want Ladion and Ariados to just get, like, evolutions. I don't want them to get regional Mega Evolution's okay. It just... I don't know. It really... Here's the thing. Pokemon Champions, we haven't really talked about this. Maybe we'll talk about it. Maybe this can be the subject of conversation for tomorrow. But, like, Pokemon Champions, the sort of app/Switch game that's coming out. It's sort of more of an app, but it's basically... In the past week, actually, we had the Pokemon World Championships last weekend. And they basically confirmed what we already knew. So, yeah, Center Scorch switch. Time to ditch the Center Scorch. Center Scorch, you're gonna switch. It's time to ditch the Center Scorch. Center Scorch. Get rid of the Center Scorch. Center Scorch. Let's get rid of the Center Scorch. Cool. We now have... You could... Yeah, Drill Run is probably the best move. Although Razor Shell does also... Actually... Kieran, you might want to use Razor Shell because I'm going to be getting the Rain Up, and with the Rain Up, your Razor Shell will do more damage. We'll check who's faster, but once the Rain is up, Razor Shell is more powerful than Drill Run. Just a heads up. It's got the same defenses, but they're both 1/6. Wait, they're both 1/6/1? That's insane. No wonder why that didn't one-shot. I didn't know its defenses were that good. That's wild. 79, 58, 152, 51. Okay, but I am faster, so yeah. Okay. So I will set up the rain. Let's just go with all our water moves here, except for Doublade. But yeah. But Pokemon Champions is going to become the official vehicle for VGC Pokemon. So, like, basically, all the, like, I don't know, basically, in future Pokemon games, we could be seeing the gameplay changing. I don't know what to, like, maybe Pokemon Legends ZA is going to be, like, a little bit of a template for what's going to be going forward. But or maybe a mix of it and Arceus. Who knows? Maybe we will get a game that is like both of those games combined. But Vivian should not get a Mega Evolution because there are already too many Vivians. Oh my gosh, there are too many Vivians. Okay, too many. But basically. Ooh, Nihilego's weak. Nihilego. Well done, everyone. Team 5, I feel alive. Unlike this Nihilego. But Pokemon Champions, like, basically, a lot of the sort of more strategic type Pokemon stuff could just kind of be incorporated into Pokemon Champions. And so we could be seeing a changing gameplay. And depending on how the gameplay changes, that could affect what kind of, I don't know, sort of Pokemon we get going forward, you know. We might just get more regional variants. We might get more mega evolutions. We might get other stuff. Who knows? It'll be interesting. Right, Center Scorch is a no. Durblade is also a no. Dang it. Escavalier is also a no. But will we get the Golden Nihilego? No. Dang. Okay, so I think I am mathematically, like, in a drought now, because I believe that this is, like, my 5th stream that I think since going to the weekends-only format, this is my 5th stream, right? Like, I've done 2 weekends, and then today is, like, a half, so 2.5, like, 2.5 times 2 is 5. So, basically, I am due some kind of shiny now. Yeah, gentle, impish, adamant, I'll go with that, and naive. But yeah. Okay, I'll go with this Escavalier then. It is a trade evolution. Get it for your Pokedex if you haven't already. But yeah. But I believe I am due just, like, some kind of shiny now. We did get a shiny, like, right before I switched from weekdays to weekends. But even so, like, I believe I am due a shiny now. So, are there any older records you wouldn't mind erasing? Well, that's a question and a half, isn't it? Actually, hang on, let me think for a sec. We do 5 Dynamax Adventures every day. And that's 25... Wait. We do 5 Dynamax Adventures a day, right? And then there are 4 Pokemon every single time, so that's 20. So yeah, 20 times 5, yeah. So every 5 streams, I'm due a shiny, basically. And we have done at least 5 since the last one now. So we're kind of getting somewhere, aren't we? So chat, that's mostly all for today. Let's just quickly check how long it's been since we last got the shinies that we got. And then we'll take it from there. So saved your progress. So there we go. So we saved the progress. Let's go here. Let's go into Pokemon Home super duper quickly, and then we will finish it up from there. Okay. I need to give one of the cats a worm tablet as well. We're so close to a shiny bow. I can almost taste it. I can. I can almost taste it. But okay, come on. Right, but Kevin, thank you for joining us, because I wasn't sure if... I almost was going to change the time for today because of all the Pokemon Go stuff, but it kind of worked out me streaming in the morning, like, sort of, or like, my morning was still free. We're going to go out in, like, the sort of mid-afternoon or whatever, so yeah. But hopefully our actual Pokemon Go playing will be anything but mid. Oh, wait, I didn't even need to go on Pokemon Home. Why am I on Pokemon Home? I don't need to be on Pokemon Home. Get your shiny Chien-Pao. Do it. Do it now. Right, Pokemon Shield. Here we go. Oh, yeah, we got the Lycanroc. So this was the Lycanroc we got, like, a couple of days after. This is, like, on... Oh, 1st of August. There you go. So this is, like, the final weekend before we sort of went to weekends only. But now we've done, like, 5 weekend-only streams. So we are due for one. We're not, like, in, like, a drought, but we are, like, due for one now. I would say after tomorrow, if we don't get one tomorrow, we'll be in, like, a drought. But then, look, here was the Bulu. And Bulu was from, like, the 28th. But let me just very quickly check. What, like, Wheezing. See, look, I have a Wheezing. What else? So I do need to, like, tidy these up a bit. Uxie. Oh my gosh, so many legendaries. I remember this is when I had my big drought, and then I just got loads of legendaries altogether. Dracloak. Like, I have Dracloak. Sharpedo. I have Sharpedo. Pincurchin. I have Pincurchin. Pheromosa. Scolipede. This was, like, my dupe Scolipede, not my new Scolipede. So I did already have Scolipede at this point. So Scolipede is new, but, like, not this Scolipede, though. But, like, Slowbro, Xurkitree, Blacephalon, Rabombi. But, yeah, I haven't had a Pokemon Go shiny, though, since, like, I got this guy. And if you think that was a while ago, yeah, me too. But yeah, already had one of these, already had one of these, already had one of these, already had one of these. Legendary, already had one of these. Pangoro. Pangoro, this was my last new shiny. Like, this was from March. So, this is why, this is why, like, it's probably a good thing to, like, wind down a bit on the strike streams now because it's been like 5 months since I've just had like a new shiny. So, it's just a bit. And even if you then go further back, it's like these are all Orbeetle. Orbeetle was like the other new one, and that was from January. In fact, how many new shinies have I had? Kingler was new as well. So, okay. Kingler and Orbeetle, that's like quite a funny, like, G-Max shiny that I never had. But yeah. But other than that, though, and then like Cherim, when was Cherim? That was, is that, hang on, is that saying 1st of November or the 11th of January? 11th of January. Okay, Cherim was here. Yeah, I started off the year well. Like Cherim, Kingler, Orbeetle, these were all January. But then, since then, it's just kind of gotten quieter, gone downhill. Like, there's the first Scolipede. But yeah, I do really need to, like, go through these and delete some stuff, though. But, oh well, I'll save that for another time. Right, anyway, guys, gals, non-binary pals. You guys have been absolutely wonderful. Thank you for joining me today. I will hopefully see you guys, gals, non-binary pals, tomorrow. If you're hunting for Eternatus's and Pokemon Go Gigantamax stuff, please have fun. Good luck. Wear sunscreen if it's the summer for you. And I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. But enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Take care until tomorrow. Hopefully we get that shiny tomorrow. Be nice if it was legendary. Take care, guys. Lots of love. Bye. Like the stream if you haven't already. Hang on, how many... It's time for Bo to shame his fans. Let's quickly go and shame his fans. We should have... How many likes should we have? We should have, like, 12, at least 12 likes. We probably don't even have that. So let's see if we can get... Let's see how high above 12 we can get. But thank you all so, so much. Take care. Lots of love. And bye-bye. Once my chat reloads or whatever. My chat not won't reload. Okay, right, bye, guys.